Good morning students. In the previous video we have already discussed about physical change and chemical change, and we have already discussed about that in addition to the formation of new substances, like in chemical change new substances are forming, and with that chemical change may be accompanied by one or more of the changes. Which changes? Like evolution of gas, heat, absorption or evolution of heat, sound or light, and sound may be produced, and also about the change in color. Okay, and today we will discuss about rusting of iron. Okay, let us see the formation of brown powdery material. In this brown powdery material form, where it will form on the surface of iron. Okay, and in the presence of moist air is called rusting of iron. This is known as the rusting of iron. If it means the formation of brown powdery material on the surface of iron in the presence of moist air is called rusting of iron. For an example, you can take that this is an object, this is made up of iron. Okay, this is an iron object. So what will happen if I will leave this iron object in presence of moist air for some time? Okay, rusting of iron is a slow process, so it will take some time. If I will leave it in the presence of moist air, or you can say in contact of water and air for some time, then after that if I will see, then what will happen? The brown powdery material start appearing on the surface of this iron object. Okay, and that material, that brown powdery material, that is known as the rust. Okay, we will call it rust, and that process in which it will form, that brown powdery material will form, that is known as the rusting of iron. Okay, and because this is a slow process, so rusting of iron, slowly that rust will destroy the whole iron object. Okay, see this equation, iron plus oxygen plus water, it means oxygen is also necessary plus water is also necessary. Oxygen plus water, both of them are necessary. If oxygen is absent, then also no rusting, and if water is also absent, then also rusting is not possible. So iron plus oxygen plus water forms the rust. And see, Fe means iron, O2 oxygen, H2 means water, and rust, it is an hydrated iron oxide, it means Fe2O3 dot XH2O. Okay, for an example, if I leave this iron object where the content of moisture in air is more, okay, then rusting becomes fast, rusting becomes more faster. And if I will leave another object where the content of moisture is less in the air, then what will happen? Then rusting becomes slow. Okay, or you can take an example of a ship. Ship is where it is, some of the part of that ship is lying in the underwater or sea water, that is salty water. Because of that, rusting of iron is faster in salty water. If the content of moisture in air is also very much or is more, then also rusting becomes faster, and if salty water is present, then also rusting is fast. Okay, and as we know that iron is an important metal, so many lots of things are made up of iron, like ship, car, bus, truck, main gates, doors, so many things are made up of iron. And because of rusting, that whole iron object get destroyed after some time, so we have to save it. How we can save it? We are having some of the methods through which we can save our iron objects from the rusting. How? Let us see. So the rusting of iron can be prevented in many ways. First method, that is by avoiding direct contact with air and moisture. As I told you, oxygen and water both are important and both are required for the rusting. So if we will avoid our iron objects with the contact of these air and moisture, if I will not provide the air and moisture to them, then we are able to save our iron objects from the rusting. How we can? Let us see. See, first one, that is applying grease or oil. You can simply, if it is an iron object, then simply apply grease or oil. Okay, it will avoid the direct contact with this iron object to moisture and air. Okay, so next thing, that is painting. Simply you can paint it, and it will also help you to prevent our iron objects from rusting. Next to them, that is galvanization. Okay, so what is this process, galvanizing? It is a process in which a layer of metals, in this process we are depositing a layer of metal. How? Like chromium or zinc is deposited on the surface of iron articles. If it is an iron object or an iron article, then what we will do? We will deposit a metals, either chromium or zinc. Any of the metal we can choose, chromium or zinc. If I apply the metal of chromium over here, then it will help a lot to prevent rusting of iron. Okay, and this process of applying a layer or depositing a layer of metal on iron objects to prevent from rusting, that is known as galvanization or galvanizing. Okay, next to come, that is by alloying. What does alloying means? It means we are mixing. If it is an iron object, if it is only made up of iron, it means there is a chances of rusting. So what will we do? We will mix some corrosion resistant metals with them, and now the object will form, that is, there's chances of rusting of iron is less. Like you can take an example of stainless steel. Stainless steel, it will not become rust because it is made up of iron, nickel and chromium. Okay, so in this method also you are able, it is easier for you to prevent your or to save your iron objects from rusting. Okay, so these are the methods which we have discussed. Now next to come, next topic, that is crystallization. Let us see what is this crystallization. The process by which crystals of pure substances, in this process we are obtaining the crystals of pure substances are obtained from their solutions. We are obtaining the crystals of pure substances from their solution. Okay, now let us see the crystallization process with the help of a small activity. Let us see, we will discuss with the help of this photo. Let us see. Okay, so what is this? This is an beaker. In this beaker you have to take 50 ml of water. Okay, in this beaker, first of all you have to take 50 ml water in it. Okay, and after that put 2 or 3 drops of dilute sulfuric acid to it. After that heat it over a burner, as right now it is heated over a burner. When it start boiling, what you have to do, you have to add small amount of copper sulfate powder to it. When you will add copper sulfate, it will become blue in color. Okay, now this beaker is having water and dilute sulfuric acid as well as copper sulfate. Now you have to stir it continuously. You have to dissolve that copper sulfate and you have to continue adding this copper sulfate powder till no more powder can be dissolved. Up to that time you have to keep on dissolving the copper sulfate powder in it. Okay, as when it will stop dissolving, means now no more powder can be, is it possible for it to dissolve. After that stop it, and after that you have to carefully filter this hot solution in another beaker. Now leave this beaker for some time. After some time, when we will observe, then at the bottom of the beaker you can observe that there are blue crystals of copper sulfate solution you can obtain, and these crystals of copper sulfate are formed by the process of crystallization. Okay, so today we have discussed rusting of iron and how we can prevent rusting of iron, and also about crystallization. Okay, thank you.